Fatality!
Que puis-je faire pour vous?
You're here to help
Gardez
with
les
my
pieds sur
delivery.
terre.
Very good.
Faites un bon
The
voyage.
Stormpikes are a respected dwarven clan, and are well known for their fine and discerning tastes, so it's no wonder that Gringa Stormpike, a mountaineer of Ironforge, commissioned me to craft him a weapon. The weapon is finished, but Tran and Wistmit, Mountaineer Stormpike is far away, in distant Lochmodan. If you plan on traveling to the north, can you deliver this package to him? My last message from Mountaineer Stormpike said he's stationed at the northern guard tower in Lochmodan.
Bonjour. On se voit plus tard. Comment allez-vous? Bon vent.
Fatality!
Comment allez-vous? Très bien.
Salutations. Pour l'Alliance.
We don't need any civilian vigilante types getting involved, kid. Leave this one to the
Allez dans
professionals. Murder, rookie, that's what you're looking at on the ground in front of
Prenez
us.
soin de vous.
Here's the deal, kid.
Que la
We've
lumière
got a
vous
full-blown
bénisse.
murder on our hands. Double homicide, single horse. Issy die. Worse yet, we're in Westfall. I could throw a rock behind me and hit a dozen hobos with motive enough to want to wipe these people. And horse. Out. Now I don't know who did this, and I sure don't appreciate having to come to this dump too. The deaths of a couple of squatters, but I'll be damned if I don't. You want to help? Go talk to some bums. The hobo knows.
La lumière soit avec vous.
Knowles and Murlocs. Horse poopy pal. Knowles and Murlocs
Alliance.
didn't kill these people.
Allez
I've
dans
seen
le
what
nord.
Knowles and Murlocs do to people that they kill, and this isn't it
Que la
too
lumière
pretty,
vous
too
bénisse. Prenez soin de
perfect.
vous.
Furthermore,
Allez
the
dans le
Furlbrows had been squatting on this farm for 5 years. No, whoever wiped them out had a reason. This is murder, plain and simple, and we're going to get to the bottom of it. Seeing as how we have no other leads, we may as well chase down the information you got. There are a couple of Riverpool Knoll camps in the area. Track them down and search for clues. Bring back anything that you might find. Isolate your search to the Riverpool Knolls and Scouts. As pointless as I think that this is going to be, we need to investigate all of our leads. I need you to head out to the Longshore, west of here on the coast, and shake up some Murlocs. Try to find a clue or some info that can help shed some light on the murders. Return to me if you get lucky, Rookie. Rookie.
J'ai besoin de me rapprocher.
If ye be reading this, it means that old Captain Sanders is in a watery grave. So my treasures just need to follow the clues. First you need to find the footmark. It's probably half buried in sand by now, along the western coast of Westfall near the shipwreck. There be lots of shipwrecks, but only one rusty anchor on the coast. Find that anchor and you'll find me locker. Look in there for the next clue.
Honneur au roi. Pour l'Alliance.
Find
Prenez
anything
soin
on the
de vous.
knolls? Is this supposed to be some kind
Allez
of
dans
joke?
l'honneur.
Because I'm not laughing.
Que la lumière vous bénisse.
Bits and pieces of
Pour
red cloth.
l'Alliance.
What the hell is this
Que la
supposed to
lumière vous
mean?
bénisse.
How goes the Murloc hunt? Nice find, rookie. I think I have a stack of these on my desk back at the station. We're basically back to square one. What do we know? Someone that likes to write fiction about the past sent the Furlbrows a letter. Looks like we got ourselves a real mystery. Looks like we got ourselves a real whodunit here, rookie. Unfortunately, it looks like the locals aren't willing to talk, and the clues you got off the knolls and Murlocs are damn near worthless. We're going to have to initiate a plan. Be on the lookout for Two-Shoed Lou. Two-Shoed Lou is an old confidential informant of mine who, ironically, makes his home at the Furlbrow's old pumpkin farm. Head west to the farm and find out what Lou knows. If he gives you any guff, tell him that Horatio sent you.
Cluck, 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 bacaw, cluck, cluck, cluck. The chicken looks up at you and then starts to scratch its claws into the ground. You think it is spelling out a word, but you are not sure what it is. Could it be Saldean? Before you can ask, the chicken turns away and goes about its business.
Look, we ain't got no room for no more. Horatio sent you? Right then. How can I help you? He's not here, is he? Here. He knows I wasn't hiding from him, right? Was just trying to lay low and all that, you know. Listen, I really shouldn't be talking to you, but I owe Horatio a favor or two. I don't really know nothing about what happened to the Furlbrows, but I might be able to point you in the right direction.
Lou hands you a large crate.
That crate used to be my home before I struck it rich. Now I'm living the life every hobo dreams of. Right, so you take their living crate and head to the Jangalode mine, southwest of here. Head to the back of the mine, and once there, hide in the crate. Back before those damned kobolds gave me a permanent limp, I used to be William Pessel's #1 candle supplier. Hell, I even came up with the line, "I take candle." Yay, that was me. Kobold would say, "You know, take candle," and I'd just respond, "I take candle," and then bash their brains in.
Jim drifts off for a second.
Good times, the best times. Now, can't even use the bathroom without assistance. You want to help me? Kill me some kobolds. You'll find a good load of them in the nearby mine.
Life in Westfall's hard, Sonny. Every day is a struggle. We can sometimes go weeks without a decent meal. That's why it's important that we all help each other out. Maybe you can lend a hand, eh? I'm making dirt pies and need some ingredients. Get me some fresh dirt from the pumpkin patch out front and a bundle of coyote tails. You'll find coyotes wandering around in the wilds of Westfall. Get moving. We got mouths to feed.
Ce n'est pas possible.
Que puis-je pour vous? Pour l'Alliance.
The chicken stares at you with dark, cold eyes. It waits for you hungrily. Bakal. Cluck. 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 Baka! The chicken starts to gobble up the feed you put down. After a moment, the chicken looks around, startled. It uncomfortably shuffles back and forth. Is this chicken pregnant? You think you better check underneath it. Cluck. 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 Baka. Cluck. 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 The chicken looks up at you and then starts to scratch its claws into the ground. You think it is spelling out a word, but you are not sure what it is. Could it be Caldean? Before you can ask, the chicken turns away and goes about its business. The chicken stares at you with dark, cold eyes. It waits for you hungrily. Bakal. Cluck. Cluck. Cluck.
Dalomen Casmodandi, le premier.
Salut! We've managed to infiltrate the Dark Iron prison. Well, we may have anyway. Kevin Dawson had the honor of seeing what was going on over there, and we haven't heard back from him since. You look like the type that doesn't like to die. You should go see if he's okay. He's supposed to be inside the hall on the south end of the cavern ahead, though something tells me he may not have made it quite that far.
Can ye keep a secret? I have a secret to share with ye if ye can. Everybody here is crazy. There's goblins over there, dark irons right over there, and a giant living fire thing right past this gate. And that's just what I see in this little cave. And ye, what are ye doing here? Oh, I see. Winky sent ye, did he? Aye, sent ye tie talk to Prospector Seymour past this gate and to the right, did he? Well, dull. Aurelius doesn't even care. Nah, see, I'll get you for this Winky.
Aurelius begins to sob. Like that Indian character mission director stop.
For years, I have sought a certain gem. It is called the Heart of the Mountain, and it's the size of your fist. The Dark Iron Wards have it locked in their vault, and try as I may, they won't let me purchase it. So I must resort to force. Fight your way to the Black Vault near the Hall of Crafting. Reach its secret safe and gain the heart. To do that, you must defeat Watchman Doomgrim, and he won't appear until you've opened every relic coffer in the vault. Good luck.
At one end of the Dark Iron Highway stands a massive gate, much like the one that protects Shadowforge City on the opposite side. However, we have no idea what's behind it. All we know is that it's heavily guarded by Anvil Raj patrols and the Molten Giant Bale Guard. You simply must dispose of them and see if you can pry that gate open. Just imagine what could lie behind it. There could be an entire other half of the city we never knew about, or nothing. Who knows? Though it's probably something...
I would stay away from Aurelius. Far, far, far away. He isn't quite right in the head. Now, let's get on to business. General Angerforge and Golem Lord Argomach lead the Dark Iron armies and their golems against us. If we are to overcome them, the two must be slain. Go through this door and unlock the Shadowforge door, which separates the east and west garrisons. Then follow the stairs and keep to the left at the top until you reach the west garrison. It is there you will find the General and Golem Lord. Keep your wits about you. They are both well-seasoned combatants. Find Mayar, right wing should you succeed.
Serradine Quasimodan a accompli le haut fait niveau 40.
Je dois d'abord choisir mon cible.
Lou puts his hands to his ears and starts talking loudly.
Stop, stop, stop. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to know, and I don't care. That kind of information is liable to get you killed around these parts. I got one more bit of information for you and then we're done. A couple of thugs recently showed up at the farm, causing all kinds of trouble. I don't know where they came from or who they're working for, but I know they're bad news. I may have overheard them talking about subjects that might interest you. If you're interested, you'll find the thugs back behind the farmhouse. If you get caught or killed, I don't know you, never seen you. Good luck, kid. Oh, sweet justice. Killing those kobolds won't make me walk like a normal person, and it sure won't get me a job, but damn does it feel good.
Jim reaches into a crusty old sack.
Here, I think I got something for you from my kobold hunting days. Maybe you can put it to good use.
Dirt pies don't make themselves, usually. Just smelling you coming got my stomach rumbling. We're gonna eat like kings tonight.
Un plaisir de vous rencontrer.
We're dealing with an organization
Allez
here,
dans
Rocky.
le-
You don't just off the richest
Pour
bum in
l'Alliance.
Westfall in broad daylight and leave no witnesses. Someone with a lot of power is behind these murders. What have you learned so far? So what do we know so far? We need to follow the clues. Over at the Jansen's stead you found a water-soaked letter and some scraps of red cloth. Here at the Furlbrows you overheard a conversation between some shadowy figure and an ogre maid. You also got a confession to the murder from a bunch of thugs, whom you then killed. Something isn't adding up, Rookie. There's an old couple southeast of here at the Saldean's farm. Head over there and speak with Farmer Saldean. Find out what he knows.
Besoin d'aide? Que la lumière vous bénisse.
Horatio Lane.
Allez dans l'honneur.
That man
Prenez
is a
soin de vous.
scumbag. Dirty as my underwear. Listen, friend, I don't often give out advice like this, but you seem like a good man. Get out of Westfall. You're already in way over your head. All you're doing now is putting your neck on the chopping block. Times are tough, brother. With the downtrodden masses of Stoneland migrating into Westfall, resources are stretched as thin as they've ever been. The people are restless and in need of help. Our own farmhouse has been serving as a halfway house for years. Salma does the best that she can to keep our guests alive, but sometimes the Watchers get him. Watchers are those twisted abominations roaming my fields, a little present left behind by the Defias before they were driven off. Help us. Hello, dear. Welcome to our home. You don't look like you're homeless. Have you come to help us? If so, you're just in time. I'm planning dinner for the young ones and need a few simple ingredients. If you could get me some okra, Gorusk flanks, and stringy flesh ripper meat, I can make my famous Westfall stew. You'll find all of the ingredients near our farm. Just be careful of the Harvest Watchers. They are merciless killers. You have found what appears to be the heart of a Harvest Watcher. From the sound being emitted by the device, you can tell that it's still fully functional. Perhaps you should return it to Farmer Salbean.
C'est hors de portée.
D'abord, choisis ici.
Stand of dark irons on the gate, free guarding a door that we know nothing about. I've had it with their men getting in the way of our work here. The Explorers League is the only group authorized to handle the artifacts throughout Uldaman. Shao, Orda, go to the dig and dispose of him, so that our work can continue undisturbed. I want to know what's behind that door.
In the map chamber, there is a door which leads to the legendary chamber of Kazmol. Who knows what secrets could be hidden inside? What we do know is that it is guarded by Ironea, a titanic watcher of immense size and power. You'll need to defeat her if you intend to unlock the secrets of Uldaman. The Makers built 2 ancient stone keepers to protect Uldaman from would-be invaders and to oversee daily operations, while Ironea and Archdus. One is still fully operational in Temple Hall, but the one in Ikumuk Cavern has been corrupted by something. I fear that one of the old gods is responsible for this, and you're going to help me see if that's the case. Topple both of the Guardians and bring me their power cores. They'll tell us all we need to know.
Je n'ai pas de cible. Je dois d'abord choisir ma cible. Choisis ma cible. Je n'ai pas de cible. C'est trop loin pour moi. Fantastique!
Don't worry about the chamber. My boys will check it out. You have more important things to do. The true goal in Uldaman is to
La classe
obtain the
d'Alaran
discs
a
of
accompli le haut
Norganon.
fait
The
5 quêtes de
secrets on
donjon
these
achevées.
discs could change everything about how we view our world. Countless secrets of the Makers are inscribed on them. Their value is beyond any material wealth you could possibly imagine. The problem is that Archdus, an ancient and powerful creation of the Makers, guards the discs with a venerable army at his disposal. I need you to defeat him and secure the discs for the Explorer's League.
D'abord, choisir une cible. Pas de cible.
L'hydroche d'Alarandi, c'est fou, je me faisais chier en dit qu'il y a 2 LVL et MTN. L'hydroche d'Alarandi, c'est trop fun.
Je n'ai pas de cible. Je dois d'abord choisir une cible.
Qui ose réveiller Arkédas? Qui ose conseiller les faiseurs? De beaux serviteurs, défendez les 10. Pour les faiseurs.
El président a accompli le haut fait Uldaman.
Excellent.
Oui, pourquoi pas Dalaran a... La classe Dalaran a... Tirlupi a accompli le haut fait Uldaman.
Fatality!
Eltre Casmodandi, et plus. Chris, la classe d'Alaran a accompli le haut fait niveau 40. Oui, pourquoi pas Dalaran a accompli le haut fait 5 quêtes de donjon achevées.
Il me faut une cible. C'est trop loin pour moi.
Where are the cores, lad? By Miranda's beard. Where are the bloody cores?
Hans takes a deep breath.
Sorry about that. Have you been able to obtain the cores? This is incredible, hero. The power coursing through each core. The contrasting powers so close together. I'll take this to the proper dwarves right away. These cores are extremely important.
Yes, young one, I see you marching into my tent with intensity in your stride, with determination in your purpose. You seek my counsel as some matter of grave importance to the Horde. Perhaps you wish a mystery of the universe revealed to you. What are these here, then? Impressive, young one. These discs. In them I sense secrets that the Earth has held onto tightly for many years. You were very wise to bring them here to me.
Fantastic. Great work. We'll know all that David 3 has to tell us in no time at all.
D'abord, choisis une cible. Excellent! Je dois me rapprocher. C'est hors de portée. Je dois me rapprocher. Il me faut une cible.
C'est hors de portée.
Pas de cible.
C'est trop loin pour moi.
D'abord, choisis une cible.
La lumière soit avec vous. Que la lumière vous bénisse.
Thank you.
Allez dans l'honneur.
You've done
Pour
Selma,
l'Alliance.
and I had great
Prenez soin
service,
de
and I
vous.
promise that
Que
it
la
won't
lumière
soon
vous
be
bénisse.
forgotten. I don't have much money, but you're welcome to what I do have. What have you got there, hero?
Prenez soin de vous.
Is that the heart of one of the Watchers? I've heard stories about using one of these to power up a Watcher for personal use. Of course, I'm really in no shape to try such things myself. From what I've heard, all you really need to do is find a suitable harvest golem and drop in the heart. Once you've done that, you should be able to take full control of the creature. I think there's a whole field of overloaded harvest golems west of here, at the Malson farm. Look for the arcs of electricity. Should you manage to get it working, use the golem to destroy the energized harvest reapers at the old Malson farm. Those monsters are much more destructive than the ones on our farm.
Vous avez besoin de quelque chose?
Food will be ready as soon as I have all of the ingredients.
On se voit plus tard.
Hurry! Bless your heart, dear. These poor orphans haven't had a hot meal in days. IT looks like we'll have enough left over to help feed many more of the homeless of Westfall.
Honneur au roi.
It's been many years since anyone has offered to lend us aid, hero. Had you not come along, we might not have made it through the coming winter. You have proven yourself to be a selfless individual, a person that we can trust. I only wish we had something of value to offer you. While I have no information to assist you in your crusade to bring the Furlbrow's murderer to justice, perhaps my wife can help. Speak to Salma inside, and she will tell you what you need to know before you leave.
Pour l'Alliance.
Salutations.
Of course, Earl works at Sentinel Hill and is very close with the homeless of Westfall. Perhaps she has overheard something. Before you go, let me wrap up the Westfall stew and tell you a little bit about our dear little girl. About 4 years ago, in the dead of the night, a little girl walked right into our farmhouse and collapsed on the floor. Nobody had a clue as to her identity. The poor little thing had no recollection of who she was or where she came from, truly a lost soul.
Salut.
Soon after, we adopted the little
sourire.
girl and inherited her hope, for that is what she represented. She is now a young lady, caring for the destitute and homeless of Westfall.
Salut, comment ça va?
Take my Westfall
Que
student
la journée soit
Sentinel
bonne.
Hill, south of here.
À une prochaine fois.
Take a good look, man. This is how it goes, betrayal after betrayal. I backstab you for the sword, and then Chief Ukorts go and backstab me even better for it. That's life, yeah.
Or was. Now I know you don't got no love for Mazoga. I know you going in there anyway. Kill him for me, man. Spill more blood on the sand, and give Chief Ukor's sand scalp what every one of the Sand Fury deserves. Gory death. Maybe I leave some of my belongings without a curse before passing on if you do, yeah? The Sand Fury are a resilient tribe. They have survived sandstorms and years of other things long covered by the sands. It would be foolish to assume that the only forces here are the trolls. We've been taming the scarabs, breeding the Sulituts, and raising our dead to keep on fighting for all eternity as zombies. Roslu, the right hand of Chief Ukort Sanskal, be planning to use them to retake Tanaris for the Sand Fury Empire. You best be killing the trolls in charge of this if you want to live, man.
I heard that a troll in here, Hydromancer Velrotha I think she was called, has come into the possession of a very rare, beautiful, and powerful piece of jewelry called the Tiara of the Deep. She uses it to control the powerful demigod Gazrilla, whose very scales are said to crackle with energy. Do you know what all of that means, hero? I need it. Kill Velrotha, take the Tiara of the Deep, and kill Gazrilla for one of his scales. Bring them all back to me pronto. I'll reward you handsomely.
A good buddy of mine, Wiggly Blastfuser, joined up with Sergeant Bly and his group of outcasts too. Zulfarak and claimed the legendary Sulfrays as their prize. Of course, they underestimated the Sand Fury tribe, and now they're all trapped awaiting execution to please their demigod, Gazrilla. If you free him, he'll help you blast your way to Ukor's private chamber, where he keeps at least part of the blade. Kill his captors, Necrom Guchewa and Shadow Priest Sezis as revenge. I'll repay.
D'abord, choisis mon cible. Il me faut une cible. Je n'ai pas de cible. Je dois d'abord choisir une cible.
Éolio,
J'ai besoin
attaque.
de me rapprocher. C'est hors de portée.
Éolio, attaque. Éolio. Éolio, attaque. Éolio.
Je peux vous aider.
Blidrush.
On se voit plus tard.
Éolio dit, le boss de fin. Éolio dit, est là. Blidrush Dalarandi, JC.
de cible.
Le désert m'appartient. Les furies des sables sont les maîtres. Par la fureur du désert.
Ezio a accompli le Ophezul Farak.
Excellent.
Tirlupine a accompli le Ophezul Farak. Eltrucasmodan a accompli le Ophezul Farak. Idée d'Alaran a accompli le Ophezul Farak. Glidrush d'Alarandi, GG. Glidrush d'Alarandi, du coup oui T4 et je connais tous les rounds de DJ, émoticône sourire. Glidrush d'Alarandi, en fight je peux pas écrire lol. Idée, en route.
He's gone? Did he have the sword? Nah, don't tell me. Don't matter no more. Mezoga don't care. I am off now, Mom. The consequences of my actions await me. Take whatever I was holding. I don't need it where I'm going.
Do you have what I need? Excellent. This tiara will grant me complete control of the water around here, and the electrified scale will serve to power all the machines. I need to use it all to my advantage. You're going to make me a very rich and powerful goblin. You can have this. It's nothing compared to what I'll have soon.
Wow, I knew I could count on you. Here's something for your troubles.
J'ai besoin de me rapprocher. C'est hors de portée.
Je dois me rapprocher. Hors de portée.
J'ai besoin de me rapprocher. C'est trop loin pour moi. J'ai besoin de me rapprocher.
Salutations. Allez dans l'honneur.
It actually worked. That's incredible, hero. Hopefully that takes care of the Harvest Golem problem here in Westfall. The footlocker slowly creaks open. Sand and water seem to be its only contents. But wait! A small crab scurries out with a clue to the treasure in his claws.
Vous avez besoin de quelque chose? Que la journée soit bonne. Je vous souhaite une bonne journée. Faites un bon voyage.
Good day, sir. How may I serve you? Yes, I heard about the Fallbrow murders. It is very tragic, but such tragedy is a way of life in Westfall. There are many people here who simply no longer have the means or inclination to keep themselves fed. They have given up hope. Do you understand what it means to be left so hopeless as to stop caring about life? We must work together to show them that there is hope, that with the dawning day, a better life comes. Take my mother's Westfall stew and help feed the homeless man sent you here.
After my tour of duty was over in Grizzly Hills, I returned to Westfall only to find the land in worse condition than when I left. The price of our war left thousands of citizens homeless. They now migrate here and squat upon the deserted farmhouses and towns of the region. To make matters worse, we are now under attack by the Gnolls. The Westfall Brigade needs your help, hero. Slay the attacking Gnolls and recover their orders. Someone is pulling their strings, and we need to find out who. We were once known as the People's Militia. These days, though, we fight under the banner of Stormwind, with the full support of King Anduin Wrynn. Our goals here in Westfall are many: to clean up the mess left behind by the Defiants, to expand the reach of the Alliance, and to maintain order. So far, we are failing on all fronts. Times are worse now than when the Defias ran amok. Now with the indigenous Gnolls of the region up in arms, we find ourselves backed into a corner. Help us, hero! While the situation here is dire, other parts of the region are literally quaking from the great upheaval. I have here a report from Watch Captain Parker of Reach Ridge Mountains, one of our territories east of Elwyn Forest. He is asking for a hero to come to their aid. We are spread so thin here that I don't know how we can afford to send any more military. Would you check on Parker and see what he needs? You will find Watch Captain Parker atop the tower in 3 corners. Have you heard of Captain Grayson? Some say that he's the figment of a drunken sailor's imagination, but anyone in Westfall will tell you that Grayson is real. He's a ghost that haunts the Westfall Lighthouse far to the west, off the coast of the Longshore. Do you dare investigate?
Que puis-je pour vous? Que la lumière vous bénisse.
Have you recovered the attack orders? Helix? I've heard Thatero before.
Tirlupine a accompli le haut fait niveau 40.
Que puis-je pour vous?
Well done,
On se voit
hero.
plus tard.
You have provided us a temporary reprieve from the onslaught of Gnolls, but there is more work to be done. South of here is an area of Westfall known as the Dust Plains. From what we know, the Gnolls of the region have made the Dust Plains their unofficial capital. As with any capital, there exists a leader at the
La
heart.
lumière soit avec vous.
If we are to
Prenez
put
soin
an
de
end to
vous.
these attacks, we must track down the
Salutations.
Gnoll in charge and end
Allez
it.
dans l'honneur.
Venture forth into the Dust Plains, find the Gnoll leader, Django Spothide, and kill him. Take out any other Gnolls that get in your way.
You have a kind heart, hero. You have done a good thing today, and that act will reflect back upon you when Judgment Day comes.
SI, Seven has been tracking Helix Gearbreaker since he entered Alliance territory 2 weeks ago. The letter I received from Matthias Shaw explained that he sent an agent by Theorulf Kernan to Westfall to shadow Helix. Find Agent Kernan and you'll find Helix Gearbreaker. Kernan came into town for supplies 2 days ago. She mentioned that she would be near Mortwake's tower, southeast of here, on the Dust Plains. Get going, hero.
Je n'ai pas de cible.
Que puis-je pour vous?
Helix is the one responsible for the Knoll
On se voit
attacks.
plus tard.
Kernan nods at the tower.
He's inside. He's been there for days. I've just been waiting for an excuse to bust him. Helix has got himself holed up inside Claven Mortwake's old tower. I won't lie to you, hero, it's heavily guarded. I count 6 armed mercenaries just on the outside. There's no way you're getting inside that tower by yourself. Lucky for you, Claire and I are here.
Kernan pats her sniper rifle.
I'll cover your entry. Take the shrouding potion. You'll need it once you get inside. Use it as soon as you enter the tower and head upstairs. Find out what Helix is hiding up there.
Il me faut une cible.
Salutations.
What could possibly be going on in Moonbrook? I don't like this one bit. Here. I'll be filling out my report and heading back to Storm shortly. S.I. 7 must be informed of the happenings in Westfall. I would recommend you do the same and report back to Glenn.
C'est trop loin pour moi.
Ce n'est pas possible.
La lumière soit avec vous, pour l'Alliance.
Who I asked this shadowy figure?
Que la lumière vous bénisse.
We have to get to
Pour l'Alliance,
Moonbrook.
prenez soin de vous.
We have had a camp near Moonbrook for quite some time now. Hero. One of my best soldiers works the area along with a company of Sentinel Hill troopers. Report to Captain Albert now and find out if he has any news about the happenings in Moonbrook. Another ally of mine is also at the Moonbrook camp. Hisherois Aurelius. I met Aurelius in Northrend during my time in Valgard. He's a wise and powerful shaman. Perhaps his abilities could help us solve this mystery. Excellent work, hero. It will take the Riverpaw weeks to recover from the blow you just dealt. Please take an item of your choosing as a reward for what you have done. Sure enough, deep within the old jug there is another clue to Sanders' treasure. The ink has run in some places, and the paper smells like whiskey, but you can make out some of the text. Now that you found the old whiskey jug, you're almost to the treasure. Just face west from the bottle and walk down to the shore. Once you get to the water, keep going. Swim straight west till you find the island with me treasure chest. The lost treasure of Captain Sanders awaits. The hinges on the old chest are rusty, but they still work. You force the chest open and take the booty. Congratulations.
Honneur au roi.
The natives are restless here.
Allez
I
dans
don't
le-
know what's going on,
Prenez soin
but
d'eux.
homeless activity in this area has quadrupled in the past 2 days. If I didn't know any better, I'd say they were planning something. We've noticed a rise in violent acts amongst the homeless of the area. Something or someone is getting them all riled up. Now whoever is behind all this is getting more organized. Just recently, a group of thugs came through here handing out pamphlets. Enter Moonbrook and look for evidence. Propaganda, leaflets, whatever. Bring whatever you find back to me. Maybe we can find the source through the writings. The material of this bandana is identical to the material found at the Furlbrow murder scene. You should collect more red bandanas as evidence, and return what you find to Captain Alpha.
Salutations. Pour l'Alliance. Besoin d'aide? Que la lumière vous bénisse.
Any luck?
Allez dans l'honneur.
V,
Prenez soin
the
d'eux.
only V I know
Allez dans
is
le-
Van Cleef, but he died many years ago. It looks like the meeting the shadowy figure spoke of is starting soon. The homeless are starting to mobilize. I need you to attend the rally and gather information. Go to the center of Moonbrook and listen in on the rally. Return to me with whatever you find out.
J'ai besoin de me rapprocher.
Salutations. Pour l'Alliance.
I could hear the cheers from here. It seems as if we've got a huge problem on our hands here. We have to discover the identity of this shadowy menace before we enlist the aid of Stormwind. Perhaps there is another way. There is a shaman here, Thoralius, who might be able to aid us. He is a friend of Brian's, who has recently come to Westfall to study the elemental devastation that has befallen us. Speak to Thoralius and see if there is something that he can do to shed some light on the identity of this shadowy figure. Red bandanas? I haven't seen a red bandana in 5 years. Could this shadowy figure be attempting to reform the Defier's Brotherhood?
Yes, perhaps I could be of some assistance. When I was in Northrend, I helped the people of Valgard uncover some of the mysteries of the Recall by delving into the spirit world. Perhaps the same could be done here. This incense will put your body and mind in a deep meditative state. Once the trance begins, you will be pulled into the spirit world. Do not fight the trance once it has begun. Allow the spirits to show you what they know. You must leave now. Go to the Dead Mines, a place which I am told holds great significance in the history of Westfall. Once inside, use the incense. You may enter the Dead Mines through the old farmhouse south of here. Follow the homeless. Return to Gryan with your discovery.
Personne ne défie impunément la confrérie. Chiens, tous autant que vous êtes. Imbécile, notre cause est juste.
I used to be flesh and blood, just like you, lad. That is, until that fateful day when the Murlocs attacked the lighthouse. You probably noticed all of the shipwrecks along the coast. The Great Sea is treacherous indeed. The coast of Westfall needs to be kept clear, so that if sailors find their way to our beaches, they are safe. The Murlocs are trouble, though. Kill Murloc tide hunters and oracles, and I will see to it that you are rewarded. The night the lighthouse keeper's family died was horrible. I watched, helpless, as old Murkai led the attack. But what's done is done, and now my concern is for the lives of the sailors on the Great Sea whose ships come close to the perilous rocks on the coastline. With no one to keep watch on the fleet, the responsibility has fallen upon me. Help me keep the torch lit by bringing me chasm loose from the slimes and the raging chasm to the northeast. When my life was ended upon the rocks, I had no clue what the afterlife held for me. The lighthouse was black at night because old Murkai had scared the keeper's family off. They returned and relit the flame, but old Murkai coerced the weaker-minded Murlocs to raid the lighthouse with him once again. The second time the family was not so lucky, and before my eyes they perished helplessly. Slay old Murkai if you see him along the shore and bring me one of the scales of my ship. I am Zader, son of Cenarius, and I come to you for your assistance. Long ago, I made the mistake of mating with Princess Theradras, a powerful earth elemental aligned with the old gods. Our children, the Sensual Khans, turned on me upon birth and slew me mercilessly. Now, Theradras taint one's deep and threatens far more than just marauding. Come slay her and free my spirit so that we may restore Desolace to a place of verdant life and promise, as Cenarius would want.
Je dois me rapprocher. C'est trop loin pour moi. Pas de cible. C'est hors de portée. Je dois me rapprocher. C'est hors de portée.
C'est trop loin pour moi.
Eolio dit, MDR.
C'est trop loin pour moi. Je dois me rapprocher. C'est hors de portée.
A accompli le haut fait Maraudon. Tirlupine a accompli le haut fait Maraudon. Gouman a accompli le haut fait Maraudon. Dramani Kesmodan a accompli le haut fait Maraudon. Eolio a accompli le haut fait Maraudon.
J'ai besoin de me rapprocher. C'est hors de portée.
D'abord choisir. Ah, excellent!
Salutations. se voit plus tard.
C'est trop loin.
Well done, hero. You have quite a knack for combat. Thanks to you, the coast of Westfall is a safer place. Have you laid waste to the menace known as Old Marche yet? He has been spotted roaming the coastline of Westfall. Return to me when the foul beast is dead. So the foul heathen, Marche, is dead. Well done, hero. By your hands 1 life was laid to rest, but perhaps many more were saved. The great sea, wrought with danger as it is, shall be a wee bit safer this night, thanks to your heroics.
Un plaisir de vous rencontrer.
If we're to find out what's going on down
Altair a
here,
dit, salut.
it looks like we're going to have to fight our way through the entire Dead Mines. Glubtok the Foreman will be the first major foe you encounter, a powerful ogre magi. Be careful. He possesses the brute strength of his race backed by his wicked spellcasting. Take this communicator, so that I can keep in touch with you as we continue our investigation. Be careful down there.
Pas de cible. Je dois d'abord choisir une cible. Il me faut une cible.
This is...
Nicely done. A clean kill. Now continue on and see what else you can find. We'll crack this case wide open with you on our side. I just know it.
This is Dungeon Mender on Dungeon.
Hello. Can you hear me? Excellent. It looks like Helix is in charge of building an enormous mountain. You don't think they're trying to finish the Defias Juggernaut, do you? You better go investigate and don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. You have clearance to use deadly force if necessary. And it's probably going to be necessary.
Largage des bombes!
Non! Balourd, stop!
Ouais, loulou! On n'y avait pas besoin de lui, avec des ballons comme vous. La balance!
This is Dimiran.
Hey. It's Horatio. That was intense. I'm watching your progress on Storm Road Communicators Biatron X3 application. They're sure using a lot of heavily fortified doors to hide their work. Keep pushing forward and see what you find next. I bet it'll be a huge clue.
This is that day. This is that day.
Hello? Are you there? Are you still alive? Hello? Oh good. You're still there. What in the name of Lordarian are they building? It's some sort of mechanized monstrosity. You have to stop them from completing that thing. Throw out the rules. Do whatever you have to do to thwart them.
Faucheur 5000 en ligne. Tout système opérationnel. Surmultiplication moteur activée. Normes de sécurité déconnectées. Blocage du 5e missile.
The city I've done.
You're nearing the heart of their domain. There will likely be an extremely fortified door protecting the inner sanctum of the entire Defiers operation. See if you can find anything that might pry it open. I suggest a stealthy method.
This is Dia Emu.
I can't believe it. They're almost done rebuilding it. We don't have much time. Admiral Ripsnarl, Vanessa's right-hand man, is bound to be on board. We'll never get to her if he's still alive to do anything about it. You're going to need to scale the unfinished Juggernaut. Find Ripsnarl and kill him so we can. To Vanessa's private quarters on the top deck. Be careful. The Admiral bears the Virgin curse and would take much pleasure in digging his claws into you.
Ah, de la viande fraîche. Vous sentez ce frisson le long de votre dos. Le brouillard se lève.
Je n'ai pas de cible.
Je sens votre peur.
Je dois d'abord choisir une cible.
Je vais arracher votre cœur.
Il me faut une cible.
Your exploits have gained quite a following in the intelligence community, Hero. Many top members of Psi-7 have been earnestly watching you infiltrate Deadmines through their own Stormwind communicators. Matthias Shaw himself wants to speak with you. I'll transfer you over momentarily. Hello there. I've heard a great deal about you. Listen closely. You're only going to have one solid shot at this. The new Defier's Kingpin must be inside the hut, orchestrating this entire operation. I want you to, inside and take her down, for the sake of the hundreds of innocent people the organization her father has killed and terrorized. I'm shocked that she would. You, so close to her domain without fleeing and waiting until more favorable conditions. But it seems we're in
Kirlupin a accompli le haut fait mort commune. Adrasia Kirin Thor a accompli le haut fait mort commune.
The flame will not burn for long without ooze, hero. We used to use oil back in the day, but it was hard to come by. Praise you, brave hero. The rocks of the Westfall coast shall be lit thanks to your hard work. Many lives will be spared so long as the torch is kept lit. I died needlessly on this very shore. My afterlife plight is to see that no others follow my destiny.
Qu'est-ce que vous cherchez? On se voit plus tard.
Qu'est-ce que vous cherchez? On se voit plus tard.
Besoin d'aide? À une autre fois.
Salutations. On se voit plus tard.
La lumière soit avec vous. Prenez soin de vous.
What?
Pour l'Alliance.
Van Cleef had a daughter?
Que la lumière vous bénisse.
I had no idea that Van Cleef had a daughter, hero. If there was one thing that man was exceptionally skilled at, it was keeping secrets. How tragic. Poor thing witnessed a horrible act. Had I only known. What was that? Did you hear something? It seems as if the gnolls are pulling back. Where are my guards? On guard, hero.
Salutations.
Comment allez-vous? Que la journée soit bonne.
Salut. À très bientôt.
I am not the only one impressed by your progress. Your mastery of bow and pet, and your dedication to the Alliance, have reached the ears of King Rin. In recognition of your service, the king has commissioned the royal bower to craft a special weapon. The cursed Shadow Fang keep in Silverpine Forest is home to the unique materials needed for your weapon. Travel there, and obtain the scope from Lord Godfrey's gun, a supply of moon-touched wood, and sinew from the ghouls and geists. The keep. The latest Psi 7 intelligence on Blackrock depths is troubling. It appears Twilight's hammer is working with the Dark Iron engineer, Ardormach, to create war golems powered by elemental. These golems could prove to be a devastating weapon if used against us. You must prevent that from happening. The manufactory in Blackrock depths. Capture the blueprints he's made to make those golems, and recover the elemental modules he's to power them.
Je vous souhaite une bonne journée. On se voit plus tard. Que puis-je pour vous? Faites un bon voyage.
Un plaisir de vous rencontrer. Bon voyage.
I will deploy a battalion of soldiers to Westfall at once. With the Defias Brotherhood reborn, and all the rest of the kingdom is renewed.
Prenez soin de vous.
The Defias Brotherhood are not a force to be taken lightly, hero.
On se voit plus tard.
What you
Que la journée
witnessed was
soit
the
bonne.
birth of a ruthless organization of criminals that will stop at nothing to see Stormwind turn to rubble. I need you to return to Sentinel Hill and let Gryan know that we are sending him troops. I hope it's not too late. The time has come, hero. With Stormwind secure, we will take this fight to the enemy. To the Highlands. The bulk of our navy has already shipped out, thanks to your work earlier. But Fargo Flintlock has prepared a seaplane that can make the journey in double time. Speak with Flintlock down at the harbor and tell him that you are to accompany him to the Highlands. He will be by the water's edge. Safe journeys, hero.
Besoin d'aide? Allez dans le... Honneur au roi. Que puis-je pour vous? Prenez soin de vous.
5 years of work burned to the ground in 5 minutes. Damn the Defias, and this is only the beginning, hero. We have
Allez
a
dans
long,
l'honneur.
hard road ahead of us.
Prenez soin de vous.
There is no doubt that the Defias
Sir
pose a
Lupin a
great threat to the
accompli le
kingdom,
haut fait
but
quête
we
de la
certainly
marche de
cannot enter their
l'Ouest.
hideout and hope that everything will work itself out. No, an assault against the Defias is going to take time and planning. I want you to leave the logistics to me. Our kingdom has other threats that must be dealt with immediately. Travel east through Elwyn to Reedridge and report to Magistrate Solomon in Lakeshire. I will call for you when we are ready to attack the Defias.